Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's right. I'm sure you've all heard by now, John Cena will be making his return to WWE next week live on Friday Night SmackDown. And I will be talking about that. I will be talking about where I think WWE may be going with this. It may be a disappointment. It may not be. But I will delve into that and some other stuff. But before this video begins, I'd like to give a shout out to my guy Lord Cosmo. If you're into watching some talking heads talk about wrestling, the state of wrestling, give opinions on what's going on in the news, the dirt sheets, then you want to go check out Lord Cosmo. Sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I don't. Sometimes he agrees with me, sometimes he doesn't. But that is the beauty of opinions. So go and check out Lord Cosmo. And if you find some value in this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends to get me monetized, because the goal, 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, and I need you guys to help me achieve that goal. Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to business. Now, before I talk about John Cena, everyone has been saying over the SummerSlam weekend, Trish and Becky need to be on the card. Why aren't Trish and Becky on the SummerSlam card? This is a disgrace to women's wrestling, they said. Well, according to the Twitter account WrestleOps and some other sources, fans were chanting during the Becky and Trish segment last night on Raw, "This is fucking boring," is what was apparently being chanted. Now, we don't know if this is factual, because WWE would have bleeped it out. They would have censored that shit, and I'm not surprised why. But this is what happens. I've been saying for too long now, the women's wrestling isn't as interesting as the men's. You can call me sexist all you want. I ain't bothered. I'm here to speak the truth. You can like the truth, or you can go about living a lie. It's up to you. But I've been saying for too long now, I gave the women a chance for 2 years. From 2016 to 2018, I said, okay, we're going to get some serious women's wrestling. They have had 8 years to show us that they belong in the same caliber as the men, and they have not done that. They haven't. It's unfortunate, but we can't live a lie, okay? Just can't. Women's Royal Rumble, meh. Women's Money in the Bank, meh. It's all meh. And I know some of you agree with me. Most of you probably agree with me. Some of you are probably living in denial. Some of you may actually enjoy the women's division. If you do, that's fine. But I do not. I attempted to give them a chance, and it just wasn't working out for me. And I realised that quite a few years ago, and now everyone else is starting to realise that as well. So if you're a woman, I apologise, because I know it's not fair. Okay, I know it's not. But that's just the way of the world. You can't force something that just isn't working. And the women's division right now, they ain't working. I'm not saying they should go back to bra and panties matches. I'm saying they shouldn't be forced upon us in multiple segments every single week, and forcing these matches onto PLE events or pay-per-views, depending if you watch AEW. If you do watch AEW, then yeah, I feel sorry for you. But women's division ain't working out. You can blame part of that on the booking, but the men have had just as bad, maybe even worse booking than the women. However, people are more excited to see Ricochet, who's been buried countless upon countless of times, than fucking Trish Stratus. When people are more excited to see Ricochet than Trish Stratus, you know there's a problem. And now that that little rant's out of the way, it's time for John Cena. So John Cena will be making his return next week on SmackDown. Now, there has also been some new merch released for John Cena. That's what this could be. This could just be a marketing ploy to get John Cena some merch, get people buying the Cena merch, because they're also going to India, and apparently Cena's going to be wrestling in India. So there's that. People in India, they're going to love to see John Cena, because I don't know if you're from India watching me, but India seems to be full of the large casual fan base, the people who love the Great Khali, and that's fine. Casuals, they help the company grow. That's what AEW don't realise. We don't need casuals. Yeah, sure. That's why you can't even sell 4,000 tickets to Dynamite. Now, it could also be a bit like Edge, because somehow Edge's contract for WWE has expired. So if Edge doesn't come back ever, then his last match was a throwaway match on SmackDown with no build-up, no feud, no nothing. Could this be the same case for John Cena? I mean, we don't know now. Could happen to anyone. Legends like Edge don't even get build-up for their last match anymore. I don't know, that might have been Edge's decision. But for someone like that, you want them to go out the same way as Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. You want them to go out at WrestleMania, under the big stage, a big event, emotional. Not on SmackDown in a throwaway match. Now, the last and most unlikely reason that Cena's back is he's actually coming back for a feud with somebody. I don't know. I doubt that is the case. I really doubt it, because when he faced Austin Theory at WrestleMania, he didn't really do anything, did he? He did his 5 moves of doom. You can tell he's old. You can tell he's getting dishevelled. And you don't really want to see John Cena looking like that. I don't anyway. John Cena was one of my childhood heroes, because I started watching in 2009, and that's when Super Cena was everywhere. But John Cena, he's old. He's past his prime. He's more interested making bad movies, and they are bad. All movies today are bad. I'm surprised he's not on the strike. But that could also be the reason why he's coming back, and could potentially be returning for a part-time period because of the strike. No movies are being made. John Cena could be actually coming back because of the writer and actor strike, which I do not support, by the way. I think they're a bunch of crybaby bitches. So that's why I think they could go with John Cena. Either he's back for a one-time thing, or they're bringing him back to shove him out to retire randomly like with Edge, or the writer's strike has made him realise, I can go back to WWE for a few months until the strike ends, which it ain't ending for a long time. And that's it from me. Remember, the goal, 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours to get me in the stage 1 of YouTube monetization. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.